Let's get into this fucking shit. Okay, so day 29, folks, of protests in Elizabeth City over the police murder of Andrew Brown took place. And needless to say, it ended up with USA Today and other journalists being arrested. And shit got a little wild. I had to run from the police like 4 or 5 different times. I mean, I guess I didn't have to. I mean, theoretically, I could have chosen not to run. Or just ran once and then went home. But either way, so I ran from the police about 4 or 5 times. It was pretty crazy. So let's start it off. So we gathered around 5 to 6. And we have a decent crowd here. And we decide to once again say fuck to the permit and just take up random streets. And so that's what we do. That's what we're doing. That's what's happening in these video clips here. As you can see in this clip, the cops over here, they predicted us to keep going forward. We just turned right. And, you know, it's pretty good. So, but as we were going through some of the residentials, we picked up a bunch of people. And it was pretty tremendous. And then we get on to Airing House, which is, again, where all the fast food is. Oh no, bitch motherfucker can't get your Bojangles. It's over for you. You're going to have to reorient your entire life in order to deal with that. Or just wait 30 minutes because we'll be gone soon. And so I just want to say, like, okay, so yesterday, I believe, or not yet, the day before yesterday, was when Womble made his decision public not to charge the officers who murdered Andrew Brown. And so we had pretty good energy and numbers yesterday, and that definitely did carry into today. And that's, like, for me personally, I consider that a win. Like, we had significantly more numbers than the day before yesterday. And so, like, that's a win. Because, like, in protests, when things happen, when more news drops, the numbers are going to have that spike, right? People are going to go like, whoop, and then they're all going to fucking come out, and then some of them will taper off. Some of them will come out the next day, and then some of them will not come out on the day 3 or whatever, right? And so, like, the idea of us gaining more people is pretty good, and I'm satisfied with that. And we also have, like, a decent chunk of cars following us, like a solid, like, 10 cars that are in the vicinity, providing with a buffer between the police and providing people with, like, you know, mobile. There's so much going on downstairs. Is that is that audible? Someone in the chat's like, doggies barking. I'm like, yeah, there's a whole thing going on downstairs. I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, fuck 12, and then so that's what happened. And so we decided to just once again just fuck around and just go somewhere else. So instead of marching back through Airing House, we decided, all right, we'll just go over here. And then we do, and so that's what happened. I actually think I have a video here. So, okay, we blocked the intersection here. And that truck you see zooming out, I believe someone sent me a video of that truck actually, like, almost driving on someone. And I'm going to look for that real quick. Okay. Just give me a sec. I'm downloading the video right now. Okay. Oh, Lord have motherfucking mercy. Alright, so this is what happened here. I'm trying to, like, okay. Oh, I don't know how to use my phone. Okay, so this is what happened here. Someone sent me this video. As you can see, this car just drives right on there and almost hits people. Very upset, very angry. They're just not having a good one. And so I turned my camera on as they're, like, driving off. So that's what happened. Pretty wild, pretty crazy stuff. But again, that's just kind of the world that we live in. We have a bunch of people that live in Elizabeth City, and they're racist motherfuckers. We have about 50% of people that voted for Trump. They're garbage. Like, they're trash. Like, they're just absolute scumbags. And, like, you know, they just don't, they provide no use or service to society in any capacity. We'll put it that way. So everyone's fine. Everything's good. And we continue to march down the motherfucking street. Yo, this kid is so good. I don't know how visible or rather audible that was. This kid is like, we don't get justice, we're gonna burn this down. And I'm like, whoa. So that's pretty funny. So we're going downtown, and that's what's happening. Look at this fucking church, by the way. Look at that. Thank you to all of our, like, what is going on there? Like, what is that? Like, that's crazy. But so we're still going. Look at this. This whole scenario is great. I keep forgetting that. Okay. So just, like, look at angry Karen. I don't know what the hell she's screaming. She's, like, screaming, get out of here or something. Look at this. Wait for it. Wait for it. You're going to love it. You're going to... Oh, the double. Did you see that? Look at that. Oh, look at that. Whoa, look at that. Karen's mad as hell. The double. I don't know if that's visible. Can you see the double? Like, the second one swings behind the door. It's a nice little double, you know how it is. You know how it is, you know?
In my opinion, it's never too late. So, little double sound deck.
Anyway, so we're going downtown, and we're being loud as hell. Like, again, I just want to say the energy level's very high. Everyone's like freaking screaming their lungs out. It's incredible. And so we go back on Road Street, and so here we have a little bit of a moment where we congregate. I'm loving this like wide angle like camera lens on this new phone. It's fantastic. So we have a little bit of this moment where we congregate. And so that's what happened. We were congregating, and then we made the decision we're gonna fucking take up that bridge. So then we moved down the street, and we take up the bridge. And so now this is something that's interesting. They had like a bunch of like cops positioned up here. I don't know, like on the roof. Like I don't like why are they on the roof? Like I'm just like it's so weird. It's like it's strange. And so I stopped posting here. Because I just could not, I could not post. It was just like a thing that didn't exist. And so I started posting this. Police arrests, and, you know, they arrested 9 people, I think, actually. And I got some of them on video. And so I was originally going to come home and post them. But then, you know, I decided to stay a little bit longer and decided to run from cops a little bit more, which made it so that I was just in a different part of the town. And so I ended up staying the night at someone's and then got here this morning. But enough of my life story. I've got some of the video because I recorded the video. I just haven't, you know, edited it or done any of that shit. So I've got some videos. I don't know exactly the order. Hold up. I'm sorry for this, but, you know, I'm a citizen journalist. What can I say? Okay. Okay, that was after, wasn't it? Hold the phone. I gotta fucking put my phone in the goddamn again. I missed the video file. Okay, hold up. I'm sorry, folks. I'm unprofessional. I'm unprofessional. But yeah, so yesterday cops bum rushed people. They started like beating people, like legit, like actually beating people. They used tasers, and other like, you know, like weapons on people. And so like it got a little fucking crazy. It got a little motherfucking crazy. And so like just give me a couple seconds to copy and paste this video. So from my phone so that I can play it on my computer. And I can show you exactly what happened from my perspective. But it's got a copy and paste. So give me that little bit of time. But again, so yeah, last night I'll give you the you know, the play-by-play from my memory. So last night we took the bridge, and that's where shit got serious. They brought out a shit load of goddamn motherfucking cops. And so, you know, they were there, and so they fucked with people. And again, people, I don't know if people got tased or the taser went on. I don't know exactly. All I know is I heard the taser. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you is that I heard the taser. And so whether or not the taser made contact with people, that I don't know. I'm not that person that may or may not have been contacted by the taser. All I know is the relationship between myself and the taser involves me hearing the taser. So but they did use it. I heard like several like distinct noises, you know, like probably like 5 or so. So they did use it multiple times. And then they started dragging people, snatching people, stealing them away. And then people went from the bridge over to public safety, because we wanted to, be like jail support for the people that got locked up. And then, like, it got even a little bit more, like, it got a little bit more interesting on the way there. Like, on the way to public safety, we decided to cut by the road that has all the school buses. And, I'll go into that. So this video is good. Okay. So I am going to, like, I don't know what this video, like, I haven't gone through it. This is just, I had the continuous footage going on. But so this is the video here, that I took of the cops, like, with their initial altercations. So as you can see, I'm in the middle of the street, folks. I'm cool. But anyway, so as you can see here, the cops start interacting. I believe what happened was one of the male police officers pushed a woman. And the woman got very upset at that, as anyone should. And then, like, that kind of, created a lot of, look at this guy, by the way. Look at this, like, look at this piece of shit. Like, hold up. This motherfucker on the right, the cop here. This guy, black cop, thin blue line. Could you imagine such a scenario? Like, what a dumb bitch. So basically, we all start making fun of him. Everyone's like, the thin blue line is dumb, right? Like, we all just start making fun of him. And things get a little heated. And so, this was, so this guy comes in, and then they just start moving back. And then Felton here decides to bring, oh, look at that. You see that shit? Bring attention to something. They start running. And so I back up a little bit, right? Because I'm not looking to get fucked up here. I'm the citizen journalist. I'm not looking to be anything like that. So I want to, like, showcase what I got here. Because I saw Felton was coming up. He made, like, a signal, right? He made a signal, and then this happened. Now, do you know who they're chasing? Because, like, I didn't see this, right, at the time, because I was in, like, I was actually there. But, like, looking at this, who are they chasing? Like, who, like, are you seeing this, though? Like, who are they, like, going after? What are they doing here? Like, okay, so they just start moving. Like, people are walking down the street, and they just start going in. And, like, what? Right? Apparently, a cop put their hand in someone's face. The guy pushed the cop's hand away and is being charged with assaulting an officer. That sounds about right. But it happened, like, more than one time. It happened multiple times, I think. Something like that happened. There were many altercations with cops. As you can see, my long-ass fucking fingernail. Look at that shit. You see my long-ass fingernail? Right, so shit's popping off. At this point, I hear the taser go off a couple times. I don't want to, like, play the audio unredacted, because I don't know what kind of conversations I may have picked up, or, like, what was going on, or if I got people's names or anything. So, like, but someone got fucked up on the ground there. And then more cops are coming in. Like, I'm like, at this point, I'm like a little, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little freaked out. I'm not gonna lie. Look, we got some dumb motherfucker. You need to live like a normal human being. Sun, clean air, good food. Okay, let me tell you. Protesting the government every single day, I have a tan. Look at this. You see my hand? Look at that. I have a tan. You can see the skin change. So I have gotten more sun in the last 30 days than I've ever gotten in my entire life combined. Right? Like, I don't understand how someone can think, okay, so you go outside and scream at the government for 6 hours a day. Right, you're in a basement. What? Like, I'm sorry. I know. I get distracted with the trolls in the chat, but I just have such a good time with that. But as you can see, there are so many motherfucking cops over here. Like, what are they doing? And so, like, they just snatch people. And so that's kind of what they did. And so, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on in there. But as you can see, a little bit more further angles. There's a lot going on in the bridge. And so that's the end of that video clip. Actually, is it? Hold up. Yeah, that's the end of that video clip. It's just cops moving. Okay. Again, I'm trying to figure out the order of these. Okay. So then we had this police officer of the law, this law enforcement official, decide to just kind of drive into a crowd. Like, slow, like that, like intimidation, slow drive thing. And so I decided, you know, I made a decision to just like kind of like stand in front of them for a little bit. And so then, you know, just sneak in there. Look at this guy. Look at the cop car, by the way, the absolute state. Look at this guy. He's got groceries. Look at the fucking, like, this guy's got, like, what, potato chips? Like, what's going on in there? That's me, by the way. Like, what, you gotta eat potato chips on the job? Like, come on, buddy. Like, what the fuck? Like, don't you get enough food, like, money? Don't you get paid enough for real food? Like, what is that, right? It's so weird. That's, like, it's strange behavior, someone eating, like, but anyway, so then we have this situation. I'm just playing video clips. I don't even know, where is Maxton? I have no idea where that is. But that's somewhere. And they were here for some reason. So then we decide to just continue occupying the bridge. And again, this is where things started to get serious. They threatened arrest on people. It was a pretty big deal. But again, that's where you can see the police officers. Again, I want to remind everyone that they are of the law. Like, that's them. Give me a sec. This video is sideways. How do I fix that? How do I fix that? Can I fix that? Is that possible to fix, or is it just gonna have to be sideways? Anyway, so here's the sideways video of you know, I'm having a problem. Maxton is on the South Carolina border. Now I want to remind everyone, we are on the Virginia border. We are on the Virginia border. Someone from the opposite end of the state is in here. I don't know what they're doing. But as you can see, the cops start lining up. And so that's what happens. And so, okay, so then they have a bunch of this situation. The cops threaten arrest. They bring out like like an audio device. I don't exactly know if it was an LRAD, but it made a very, very loud and obnoxious noise that like really hurt my fucking ears. Look at these fucking motherfuckers. Look at these people. Look at that fucking one. This is I was like, yeah, is this where I'm giving commentary? All right, listen to me. Listen to me in the moment. Fucking specimen. Jesus Christ. Look at that fucking one. Is that even a real one? Like, it's got to be CG, man. That's got to be CG. I thought I had water, but I don't. But anyway, so you can see these motherfuckers. And like they're just like kind of standing there waiting to get to play with their guns. Maxton is 242 miles from Elizabeth City. Lord have motherfucking mercy, right? That's crazy. So people are like, you know, expressing their First Amendment rights, and they're, you know, petitioning the government with their list of grievances here. I'll turn this off. And so, as you can see, you know, they exist. The cops are just kind of still chilling. A lot of this footage is just because there's fucking Felton, like fucking in his like weird ass out position. Like, what is that? Look at this guy. Why is Felton ass out? Like, what's going on there? Anyway, and so like here we are. So this is when shit starts to pop off. I think maybe, yeah, because I'm like walking away a little bit. So the state troopers come in, and the state troopers kind of have their own like authority kind of a thing. So like they can kind of like leapfrog and make these decisions or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works. But the state troopers coming in, that's usually a sign of trouble. That's usually not good. That's not something that should be happening, right? And so we had another situation where after that we left the bridge, and you know, needless to say, we did not disperse, right? Like we just didn't do that. So this is here we are. So we decide to go to where the police are, their little headquarters here in town, and we decide to just troll them. We do a little trolling. And you know, we just do a little trolling. So actually these people right here in the vests that you see, the news media vests, those are the USA Today reporters that got arrested, these folks. And so like that's how, like, I just want to like let you know, like that's how close I was to getting arrested last night. Like I'm like literally right behind them. So but anyway, and so look at these fucking like small dick energy looking motherfuckers. Like one of the things, like, what is this cop thing with like they also do this. It's like like, do you see that one in the background? What is that? Like, what? Like, seriously, does anyone know what that is? Like, what? What? Like, you know, I'm just like, I just don't understand. Like, what is that? What is this position? Like, this is not a natural position of any kind. No regular people do this. Like, you ever fucking like walk down the street? You know, sometimes I walk down the street like this. You know, sometimes I walk down the street, you know, like this or something. I've never walked down the street like this. Like, who does that, man? Like, I'm serious. It's crazy. Right, but so I want to play some audio here because we're going in.
No justice!
No peace!
So as
No
you can see,
justice!
No peace!
No justice!
look at these.
No
they're
racist!
they're everywhere, man. They're everywhere.
No racist!
So that's me screaming in this guy's face, by the way.
Fuck these racists! No
So, okay.
justice!
This truck here, this school bus, had like a bunch of cops on it, right? And there's more school buses. There's more of them up here. So there's more school buses, and they have so many cops on them, and therefore, like arresting, like what? I don't like. I honestly, like, let's be honest. Let's be real. Like here, like what are these buses for, bro? Like what are you doing? You got a school bus? Like what are we going to daycare, motherfucker? Are we going on a field trip? Like I don't understand. But they've got school buses here, and there's like cops on the motherfucking school bus. Look at these little fucking jackasses. Look at them. Like yeah, man, go whoa, like fucking good old boy motherfuckers. So anyway, so these motherfuckers are on the school buses. And again, we make some bad decisions. We're like, you know what? We're gonna like, you know, bad decision in the sense of like, yeah, 9 people got arrested. And so again, we just decide to heckle the shit out of them, and it's pretty great. But we're expressing our First Amendment rights on the sidewalk. We are just, you know, expressing these rights that are that are protected under the First Amendment to the Constitution. And so we decide to take the crosswalks. Right? I mean, like, what are you going to arrest us for walking in the crosswalk? Officer, I'm trying to get to my car, officer. Like, how am I going to cross the street? We invented crosswalks for a reason, officer. Right? And so that's the situation that we're in here. So we decide to take the crosswalks. And then, you know, this is actually, this is so wild to watch. Because a lot of this I was just, like, recording and then living in the moment. But look at these motherfuckers. They start to come out. Right, like they start to come out, and I'm like, I'm moving. I'm like, okay, all right, the cops are coming. All right, I'm in another direction now. So, I think that may have been. Okay, so this is I'm just like running. I'm running, and I'm using the optical zoom. I'm using the optical zoom on my camera from fucking like down the motherfucking street. And so, yeah, I can't get too many good angles here. But yeah, so I run from these motherfuckers. Like, I'm out. Like, look at that. Look at that shit. Like, these people start running. I'm like, you know, are there cops anywhere? What's going on? I'm going to try to get a better angle. You know, I put the phone down because I'm very concerned. And then I'm like, okay, you know, and then, and then, here they come. But anyway, so that was crazy. Last night was pretty fucking crazy. I got some other shit on film, but I just, it's, you know, I still have to chop it all up and shit. But some other stuff that happened was the magistrate's office where people go when they're arrested. They would not let people's lawyers in. I recorded an interaction. Man, these dogs. I recorded an interaction where a cop. There's so many dogs downstairs. Where a cop, kind of did this to a woman, like a woman's neck, like trying to get them to leave the building. That is not Max. Max is actually sleeping on the fucking floor. Those are the other dogs. We have new dogs in the house, but that's a whole different story. And so we had cops that were basically just saying lawyers were not allowed. And then also I did get some footage. I'm just gonna look through my phone real quick. I did get some footage of people getting marched off. Yo, I heckled so many cops last night, man. I was going in. You ever have those moments where you make decisions, right? And then you just think about them later, because that's the situation I'm in. Just thinking about this shit, I was going in. All right. I'm just trying to get some more videos. I'm careful. I know what's going on. Anyway, I hope everyone in the chat's having a great time right now. But yeah, so I got some video of the people being hauled off of one of the vans. USA Today reporters got hauled off, and it's gonna take 7 minutes. I'll post it later. And so I'll post it later. But anyway, that is day 29 of protests in Elizabeth City for the over the police shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. Things are definitely escalating. If you are going out to protest, please be safe. And also, Lord, have fucking mercy on your soul, and you better fucking, like, I'm talking about your feet, like, you're the soles on your feet, motherfucker, because you're gonna have to learn how to run. Like, I'm serious, y'all are gonna have to learn how to motherfucking run, because these guys, like, they're not fucking around. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, they're not having a good time. And so, yeah,